Welcome everyone to an awesome battle between the children of the Old Ones against the proud Asur. This clash took place on Halbelf Bridge with RTK's Call HR facing up against the mighty Halbelf. So for the front line of the Asur, 2 units of the White Lines here with the armor-piercing battle axes, alongside here 2 units of Spearmen for the anti-large. In the middle pocket, 6 units of range, 2 of the Lothran Sea Guard, alongside 2 elite units of the Sisters of Avalon, and 2 units of artillery with the Eagle Claw bolt throwers. On the flanks, 2 units of the elite Dragon Princes here with the fire and physical resistance, and the Lord Choice today we are going to have Alarielle the Radiant. Here on horseback, she will be having the Star of Avalon, Arcane Conduit, Tempest, Shield of Thorns, Earthblood, the Shieldstone of Isha, as well as the Shield of Safri and Life Bloom. So super elites here coming in from the High Elves, and a very different story from the Lizardmen. So 2 units of the Chameleon Skinks in the front for the Kite, alongside 3 units of the Chameleon Stalkers. For the main battle line, we are going to have 2 Ferocal ones, 1 on either flank, alongside 4 units of the armor-piercing and poisoned red-crested skinks, 2 of the cheap skink cohorts, and the main middle core. So the cohort of Sotek here, the red-crested skinks, for the Unbreakable, Refuse to Die, and Frenzy. And here with the hero, we are going to have the Skink Priest of Beasts. So today he will be having the transformation of Gadon for those Manticore summons, and the Lord Choice here is going to be Kroq-Gar. So here on a Horned one today, he will have the Hand of the Gods, Swiftness of Itzel, Deadly Onslaught, and the Sacred Spawning of Exotl. The last 2 units here will be the Skink Cohort Javelins, and a nice rare unit, which is going to be the Horned ones. So the Elite Cavalry here for the Lizardmen, coming in with that 60 armor-piercing weapon strength. Very strong indeed. So going forward here, looks like we're going to try and hit a bit of kite at the front line here with the Chameleon Skinks. They might struggle a little bit here. We do have 30% missile resistance for the White Lines of Trace, as well as that 90 armor can be a bit difficult. Silver shields here for the Spearmen, as well as also here the Lothran Sea Guard. 110 armor and bronze shields from the Dragon Princes. It's going to make it very tough for these guys to really get in and delve and do some damage. So we are going to skip on here a little bit. It'll take a little while here for the Lizardmen to come forward. We are going to be shooting with the Eagle Claw bolt throw, coming a little bit here after the cohorts of Sotek and the Skink Cohort Javelins. So in the middle, looks like we are going to get us a good surround, but we are going to notice the flanks coming here. It looks like the Clever Girls are coming in and forward. I think it's going to be trying to come here after the Lothran Sea Guard. Charging through though, so we are going to get the Dragon Princes coming out to meet up against these Clever Girls indeed. But the charge is going to go down. Lance is ready to go, and a big slam here in the middle. An immediate rampage for the Ferocold ones, and that is going to be a truckload of damage here on the right-hand flank. The Clever Girls are gone in a matter of seconds, being cleared out here by arrows and Dragon Princes. In the front, big shots here coming up against the cohort. A little bit still here in the middle. They are going to be getting shot. And the same can be said here for the Chameleon Skinks. Now, they do have 40% missile resistance, but they're still going to take damage over time. Now, Dragon Princes rotating out to the right-hand side, as we do actually have the Chameleon Stalkers in. Blasting charges ready to go as they can fire here up against all this elite range. Good damage here up against the Sisters, but some lovely charges here coming out of those Dragon Princes. Getting them out, sucking them, charging, and doing all the big bad work that they normally do. Here in the front, we can see, engaged in combat, it's going to be the Skink Cohorts here up against the White Lines, but some brilliant damage here coming out of the Sisters of Avalon. They're going to delete them in just a matter of seconds. Spearmen and White Lines are going to hold the line, but we are going to get trickles of Skinks and also Chameleons just getting into the back line here up against the Eagle Claw bolt throwers. Now, if we're not careful here, Alarielle only 15 armor for her. She does have 67 melee defense, so she can defend herself, but she is very susceptible to kite and all big charges. Over here on the left-hand side, we can actually see the red-crested skinks fighting up against the spearmen. 50 melee defense to their name when they're above 50% health, but that's not going to hold forever. We can see kiting still with the Chameleon Skinks trying to really aid that front line, but we are seriously pressuring the back. We can see 1 unit here at the Eagle Claw Bolt Throw crew has been removed. The other one has been shattered, so 1 of 2 down so far. But in the back, we have 2 Sisters of Avalon and 2 of the Lothran Sea Guard ready to fire into this main core line. Now here we are going to be dropping back with the Spearmen. We are really starting to lose here the cheap armor piercing and poison red crested, doing quite well here in the back. Relatively healthy is going to be the Dragon Princes. 2 units, 1 is down at half health, the other is going to be at 3/4, so still a lot here to offer. Now we can see the whole ones are in. They are taking a bit of damage here coming in from charges to the Dragon Prince. And also here in the back, we can actually see the Ferromanticore ready to go. Maybe a bit of pressure here on top of Alarielle. We are now starting to move into the pocket here with Kroq-Gar. It has been opened for the man, the myth, the legend here for the Old Ones. He's starting to come through the pocket. Oh, it's going to be Hand of the Gods. Oh, gorgeous hits there up against Alarielle in the middle. That's going to bring him down by about a 1/3 health, so some good work there coming out of Call HR. Big shots going downtown right into the face of Crocker as well. No shields for him, only 120 armor to his name. So he is going to be a little bit vulnerable here to some of the shots coming out of the Sisters. But he's going to delve right in there. No protection here. And they are going to be getting absolutely decimated here in the pocket. Now they do have 50 melee defense thanks to all their buffs. But 30 melee attack as well. So they can fight relatively well. But they will have to be careful here. Horned Ones coming downhill for the charge as well. These bad boys are going to get some serious damage down. As we can see, that 43 charge bonus just ripping through the line. Sisters getting thrown everywhere here in the middle. And it's looking pretty bleak here coming in from the High Elves. We are going to shatter one of the spearmen over here on the right flank. The second one is going to hold, but wavering here with the White Lions. It's really starting to fall apart here for the High Elves. Downhill charges here coming in for the Dragon Princes. And pretty healthy is going to be Crocker, going to charge in up against the Lothran Seaguard, trying to see if we can shut them down and stop those from shooting. We are going to be wavering with the Red Crested Skinks. They're certainly going to pull out here very quickly, down to 24 models and 500 health. Some of the Javelins here still available. Might be able to get a couple of kites here into the back of the Dragon Princes, or maybe get them here up against some of the range. So we are going to have a Star of Avalon here going on Alaria, the Radiant, trying to see if we can heal her up against this Manticore as it does fall. But we can see a bit of healing also coming in for the Lothran Seaguard. Not going to be so great here up against units, but especially up against those Dragon Princes with a high health pool, could be very nice indeed. Now we are going to break here with one of the White Lions. We can see the second unit of Spearmen is going to be wavering. And this is probably going to be the end of the front line here for the High Elves. Looks like another summon in the middle is going to be present here. The Skink Priest is going to use the last of his mana and spells here to try and see if he can affect the battlefield. Now we do lose the Horned Ones. They are going to go down to the Elite Dragon Princes. Good physical resistance for those. We'll keep them going for a rather long time indeed. Now we can see here in the middle 6 models left. Will we see a return? We do have one leadership. Anything is possible here, but it seems unlikely. We are going to be losing Skink cohorts in the front, and now both sides are getting really, really tattered. It's going to be even here at 6 minutes into the game, and some of the cheaper units are going to be fleeing from the battlefield. Coming back online is going to be the Lothran Seaguard. They can certainly start firing here up against Crocker. He's going to be caught inside Dragon Princes. That's not going to be good for him. Now, if we could use that swiftness of Itzel, get a nice explosion here, we might be able to get him out of the pocket, but it all depends. He is trying to pull his way out here. We're going with Chameleon Skinks. They've actually run out of ammunition, and Stalkers as well. We try to fight in. But here up against the Stalkers, we have 70% fire resistance and 20% physical resistance, which means those Stalker bullets kind of do nothing here up against those, unfortunately. Lothran Seaguard are in to add that bit of extra ping, but unfortunately here we can see that Crocker does use the swing of his Itzel, and he does get away. Nice work there coming out of Call HR. As we do go through the middle, another Hand of Gods right into the back of Alariel. Not quite as much damage as the first one, but that is certainly going to hurt. He is in hot pursuit as well. He is going to catch her and do some lovely damage here in the middle. She desperately needs to get away. A downhill charge. She might break, but the Dragon Princes do come to the rescue. Looks like it is going to be a heal just before she breaks. That Earthblood might be able to bring her back here into the game. We are going to get a little heal here on the cavalry as well, as we yet again, for the second time, pin in up against Crocker. The Sacred Spawning of Exotl, given that 20% physical resistance and vigor, will really aid here in keeping him alive. No healing for the Lizardmen means any damage here is going to be permanent and can be seriously severe as the game goes on. In the middle, we are losing the Feral Cold Ones here. They are in and around the Sisters of Avalon, but they are rampaging, which means they're going to be out of control, but they get no bonuses here as the Feral. Over here on the left-hand side, we can see dropping here the Chameleon Stalkers. They're trying to fight the best they can here for the old ones, but unfortunately they are going to fall to the might of the Assur here with the Lothran Seaguard. Pretty good melee defense, even below half health. 40 melee defense is very strong indeed. Red Crested Skinks are in. Poison damage and AP is really going to help rip apart some of these Lothran Seaguard, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here. We can see 50 models up against 37, but the melee defense is so high. Dragon Princes, 1,000 health for them, 20 models, and the second unit here going to be 16 at 1,000. They're going to be fighting very strong indeed. They kind of need to get away from the blob here. Now we can see running away, Shield of Thorns going down from Alariel, trying to see if she can get away here from the Hormones that do return here. Brilliant stuff as they chase along with Crocker as well. Deadly Onslaught has been popped. Unfortunately here, not going to be in charge range to get that speed bonus. Running away here, we can see the Lothran Seaguard are going to be shooting, trying to catch the back end of the cohorts of Sotek. Over here, the rampaging Feral Girls are going to be coming up against the Lothran Seaguard. Great bait there indeed. And we can see the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower is going to be running away. Some of these are going to be rampaging into the mist of their melee combat zone. We're see 9 leadership. That's going to be going down here as they are getting chased here by the Feral Gold ones. They do have fear, and that could be the end here with a nice rear charge. I think that will be the end there of the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower crew. Over on the right, we are going to be chasing off. Great stuff there. The Sisters of Avalon getting chased by the Skink cohort. Nice work there coming in from Mr. HR. And so we are going to get the second and final heal here coming out of the Star of Avalon, trying to get up all these Dragon Princes to help the fight up against the cohorts and the big man himself. Crockguard in with the swiftness of Itzel, the sacred spawning of Exotl, giving those good physical resistances as well. And that's going to be enough though. Hand-to-hand Chameleon Skinks is never good here in this stage of the game. Balance of power is still yet again going to be even at 9.5 minutes. Fighting very strong with the Encourage is going to be the Skink Priest, going hand-to-hand here up against the Lothran Seaguard. Spears in hand, stabbing up against the man, the myth, the magic legend. He's going to be doing the best here. His dance moves are strong, but are they going to be strong enough here to beat apart the Seaguard? Over here in the middle, returning is going to be the Dragon Prince's 8 models here. Very low on leadership, 30 indeed. Going to be moving here with the L'Oreal Arcane Conduit for her. Now, she's going to be at max HP at 863, no regeneration left. We are going to be rampaging and now breaking here for the Feral Cold Ones. That AP is going to be sorely missed. And now we are going to collect here with the Lizardmen. Great break there on the left-hand side for the Lothran Seaguard. And so we are going to get a return of the Spearmen and 1 unit of the White Lines of Trace. So we are going to shatter with the remainder of the units here on the right-hand side. We could return here with the Sisters. We do actually have 7 models left, and that's enough there to pack a punch indeed. We are going to charge down with the Skin Cohort. I don't know if they'll reach in time. The accuracy is going to be very high indeed. Now, we do actually have 90 speed here for L'Oreal. She's going to catch up to the Feral Girls and probably shatter them here, unfortunately. But it's like we should be able to do some good work there. So some nice clear-up crew coming in as well. So we probably do a little bit of a skip on here. So nice clean-up there. We did clean up from the Lizardmen, collecting together really smartly. It looks like it is going to be a shatter for the Sisters. And now we're going to come together. Now, we're all going to be targeting here on L'Oreal. We are going to move in with Crockguard. What's going to happen here is the question. Oh, so we are going to push in. Nice bait and switch there. We are going to get in with the Dragon Princes up against Crockguard. Swiftness of Itzel. Deadly Onslaught as well for the increased AP and charge bonus. Dragon Princes do manage to collapse here on top of... Is that the cohort? So I think no, it's going to collapse on the Chameleon Stalkers. We are going to be wavering here with the L'Oreal. Balance of power moving into the Lizardmen favour here as we're getting 13 minutes into the game so far. Such a close one here. And a great snipe here coming out of Crockguard. Brilliant work from him. Wavering left, right and centre are going to be the Lizardmen up against these elite cavalry units. One Dragon Prince breaks. The last one is going to be ready to go. 16 models, 1,600 health. It's going to be uber close here, but that's going to be negative 16 leadership due to losing a L'Oreal. Now here in the middle, the Skink Priest the Beast coming in with the cohort of Sotek and Crockguard. Is this going to be enough here to finish off the Dragon Princes? I'm not too sure. Now, one side, we are going to charge off these Dragon Princes on the right. The ones on the left are going to come down and hunt the red-crested Skinks. Now, this is going to allow the boys here in orange to come back together, and that could be very devastating here for the Dragon Princes. They are going to be silver chevroned already. Fantastic work here coming from the boys. Now, they are going to move together here in a nice pack. And so we are going to take the charge here from the cohorts. They are going to be unbreakable. Just like here, we are going to pop Refuse to Die. That is so huge there in the middle. We are going to be chasing nice maneuver there to get round and get the first engagement there on Crockguard. Sacred Spawning is going to be popped for that plus 20% physical resistance. And are we going to be able to finish off the Dragon Princes? Moving in with the Chameleon Skinks here. Hand-to-hand combat with the gods themselves. Let's see. This is how we are going to be using the swiftness of Itzel. Are we going to be able to clean up here? Dragon Princes, negative 117. That is going to be army losses. And GG's well played here to the Lizardmen. Great finish here from Call HR, and what a brilliant performance from Halbelf. What an elite build here coming in from him. Let's have a look at L'Oreal here. So 391 for her. For the Spearman, 391. 302 from the second as well. So 716, 736 there for the White Lines of Trace, with 580 and 583 there from the Lothran Seaguard. 533, 987 there from the Sisters of Avalon, with 134 kills, 1,969 from the Dragon Princes, 250 kills for 3,725 damage value. Eagle Claw Bolt throws in at 225 and 340. Brilliant performance indeed, right down to the wire there. Well played to Call HR. We are going to be having 3,389 in for Crockguard, the man, the myth, the legend, coming in with the hand of the gods, doing the gods' bidding. We can see 126 there for the Skink Priest of Beasts, with 630 there for the Skink Cohort. Very nice work indeed, with 320 as well. Red Crested's in at 420, 108 kills for 913 damage value, as well as 530 for the third, and 510 for the fourth. So the blasting charge is 460, as well as 517, and 427 there for the Chameleon Stalkers. The Cohort is so taken in at 802, with 636 there for the Javelins. Really nice work. Community Skinks 1,035 and 214 for the second. The Clever Girls in at 23 and 866, with the Horned Ones coming in at 1,420. What an awesome game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button. It would really help here on the channel. And also do leave a comment down below about what you thought as well. I'd be very, very interested. If you are new, do feel free to subscribe. It really helps the growth here of the channel. And also check out that description. You can find my other social media platforms, including Twitch, and most importantly, that Discord. Everything I ever do goes through the Discord, where you can see all of my single-player content, my multiplayer content, leagues, tournaments that happen on a weekly basis, and the most important thing there, you can find replays for casting section, so you can leave videos just like this one for me to cast in the future. So other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very, very soon.